Hello, this is your buddy Kevin. Today we are going to be talking about our RIOBERG lithium iron phosphate deep cycle batteries. We have the capacity of 50 amp hours, 100 amp hours, and 200 amp hours at 25.6 volts, and 85, 100, 200, and 300 amp hours at 12.8 volts. In this video, we'll introduce our batteries from 4 essential elements: the applications, the chemistry, the performance, and the accessories compatible with our batteries. Well, let's get started. This is a good overview of the applications our batteries cater to. RIOBERG batteries are designed and manufactured to deliver maximum and sustained electricity to power appliances aboard your motorhomes, caravans, trucks, boats, and golf carts. They can also perform as EPS that can be used in an emergency in case of sudden power failures, like solar power stations, homes, base transceiver stations, and campsites. How can we guarantee the great performance in such scenarios? The performance of lithium-ion batteries depends largely on the chemistry of anode. What we use is called lithium iron phosphate, because its safety, durability, and affordability is tested and true. If you jump on Wikipedia, you'll find the descriptions as below. Compared with other approaches including NCA and NCM, lithium iron phosphate features excellent thermal and chemical stability. So safety with lithium iron phosphate batteries should not be a concern. Regarding lifespan, lithium iron phosphate batteries can be cycled from fully charged to fully discharged for as many as 7,000 times before its capacity drops to 80% of the original metric. That's about 20 years service life with daily users. And don't forget that you can still use them until they stop working. On top of that, the chemistry is nickel and cobalt free, so this clean energy is not out of your reach from budget considerations. The buy-in is a little bit higher, but the extended lifespan and reliability will turn out to be cost-saving in the long run. Now let's jump into the talk about how RIOBERG batteries work. Here is a motorhome electrical system. As you can see, there are 2 batteries. This is called crank battery or starter battery, which is designed and made to generate a high burst of power to rotate your vehicle's engine in a very short period of time. It is not rare to require 1000 amps of power to crank an engine. Lead-acid batteries are ideal for this purpose because they have a large number of thin plates installed for maximum surface area and therefore maximum current output. The downside of this structure is that lead-acid batteries can be easily damaged by frequent and deep discharge. So during your van life, if you use your crank battery to power your board appliances for even few hours, you run the risk of failing to hit the road again, not to mention the permanent damage if the depth of discharge exceeds 50% of its rated capacity. In this case, deep cycle batteries, either lithium or lead acid, can come to your rescue. By different names, they are also referred to as leisure batteries, or house batteries, or stacking batteries. They can discharge slowly to run all the appliances in your moving home over extended periods. In this system, the deep cycle battery can be charged not only by your vehicle's alternator, but also by solar panels through a solar charge controller. And then you can power your DC loads like a fridge, fan, john, or coffee maker through a fuse box. Or you can hook up home appliances like a laptop, kettle, microwave, and TV with an inverter, which converts the 12-volt DC power into 110-volt or 240-volt AC power. And please remember, you'll have to use a proper-sized circuit breaker to protect everything. Now the question is, can RIOBERG batteries outperform their counterparts? Now let's make a detailed comparison. The battery of 200 amp hours at 12.8 volt is used here as an example. The power stored is 2.56 kilowatt hours. For lead acid, you'll have to cut this figure in half, which is 1.28 kilowatt hours usable. Well, with a RIOBERG battery, you can pull out 2.53 kilowatt hours easily without damaging your investment. Besides, the differences in weight and sizes are huge as well. To sum up, our batteries are almost 50% stronger but 66% lighter and 30% smaller. And this is not the whole picture yet. If you take cycle life into consideration, the gap is wider. Lead-acid batteries are killed after 500 cycles, and you'll have to replace them every 2 years. And please remember, any discharge more than 50% in depth will just degrade the battery faster. By contrast, after 6,000 cycles, RIOBERG batteries can still hold 80% of their original capacity. Under ideal situations, even if cycled every day, our batteries can serve more than 16 years. So your upfront investment will pay off in the long run. Furthermore, unlike lead-acid batteries, we incorporate BMS in each of our battery packs, so the protection will kick in if there's over temperature, over voltage, under voltage, over current, or short circuit. In this sense, your safety is double insured besides the chemistry. In order to guarantee the ease of use, we also supply intelligent chargers and MPPT solar charge controllers. Alright, if you're interested and need more details, please contact me through email or WhatsApp. Thanks for watching. Cheers!